Hey folk, welcome to Daebak's Guide to the DGV Universe, Episode 3, Oak Hill. Uh, 2 glasses of wine, first day of vacation, that's actually a work day, so. Alright, basic. Take a skip driver, I got a gold, equal basically to a rive skip, and aim, I go to that little rock, middle chevron right around that rock. Give her a boopity boop and a boopity boop, and it comes in there. Other winds can make it a bit more difficult. You can go on the other side of the tree if you want with a straighter driver. If you get big old 3 winds, you can. That's the same thing. See, boom, boom, boom. We're close, right? So basic hole. If you get stronger winds, don't be afraid to throw a light glide rive. It's just as good. It's better than going too far with the skip. The skip drive. Easy hole, right? Okay, so let's move on to 2. Another easy hole. Couple of options here. Oh no, this is this one. All right, good, nice wind. So I should ace it, right? Middle chevron. I try to go bottom of the basket just a little bit to the right like that and give it a little bit of hyzer and then just kind of watch it. And that wasn't enough hyzer. No. Aceable. Oh, 32% of the, no, aceable 12% of the time. All right, there you go. So we got an ace. That's it. If you got a super strong wind, disc down to a 7-speed and just get a birdie. Here, boom, you can go 2 ways. With a crosswind right to left like that, I'll actually often go paradigm. I throw this middle chevron in this shadow is just kind of my base, and it's okay to be a little bit right. It seems counterintuitive, but you're going to be fine if you're right like this. That is a very easy deal. Difference between the paradigm and a skip rive on a hole on this wind like this is it's very easy with the rive or something to be way left up on this hill and a much trickier throw in. So I recommend if you got a crosswind like that, use a little bit of a turn driver and go ahead. I'd almost say trying to be right about at that tree or right of that tree is ideal. You can't get much better than that. Simple, basic hole. I don't think we need to spend too much time there, but why not see if we can't get a different wind? If it's all right, here you go. You got a little 3. Once again, same premise. I'm going to throw a turn driver. The lower you aim, the more it's going to turn. The higher you aim, the less it's going to turn. So go ahead and go at the bottom of that shadow, and it should turn out right a little bit more. Dead skips on this hole are the bane of your existence. There is not much you can do. It will just dead skip. Best thing you can do is be online to minimize the issues of a dead skip. And that was a forehand, not a backhand. Making coffee. All right, let's try again. All right. Let's go on. Let's try to make this not as lengthy as I did on Blueberry Thicket. Here, all right, you got options. I carry 2 drivers. I carry 2 roll drivers because they're different. All right, so anyway, this tree here where I put the top chevron's got a little bit of a dimple in there. There's my dimple. And then something like that, you gotta be the right hand. That would be an error, a user error. So that we want to be backhand. Let's get the same disc. Let's go to that same dimple, and let's kind of come up like that. And it's the halo turns a little bit more than some of your other discs. That's not the best shot. See, that wasn't very good. I usually use the gold or a water skip roll. My halo tends to be a big turner. And Yeah, distance. Wow. Wow. So I'm consistently up on this hill. I guess I need to learn this wind a little better. What am I doing wrong? All right. So I guess let's just play with the wind like that. I don't know. That's a better shot, right? So, I mean, it isn't all about having the biggest disc. You can get there with simple. That's got no glide whatsoever. That gets there. Huh. That proved difficult. But that was a tougher wind. Let's try it again. See what kind of wind we got. Another. Yeah, you're giving me tough winds. See, the Halo. I like the Halo, but it behaves weird as a roller. It takes a little bit of time to know. Top chevron in the dimple, and I'm always tempted because of that wind. But and, yeah, I fucked up because I'm okay, guys. This is good, huh? Um, well, maybe I need to be a little more upright. Well, that's going to be better. Tougher wins. Those were tough wins. No excuses. Yeah, you don't want to be trying to do something like that. You just don't. Let's try again. Let's give us a simple one wind and prove to the universe that we know what we're doing. The more wine. Okay, we got the exact kind of opposite sort of wind. We're gonna go to the same aim point, and we're gonna try to be pretty close to upright. And my cat's not happy. She's waking up. She's saying, "Shut the fuck up." I love you, lady. I wish you could talk to everybody. You want to sit down or you want to go? She wants me to shut up, so she left. All right. Anyway, that aim point, play with your roller. Get to learn it. Rolling is an art form. I roll several holes. All right, here, one wind, light glide ride. There's a little nook here between these trees. Give it a little bit of that. That's probably, it doesn't matter if you clip the trees here. I didn't. But clipping the trees is probably even safer than what just happened. Light glide ride, number one in something like that. You in a very nice little one wind. Switch to other discs. That you can go OB long with this light glide ride. If it's got a two-winder, so you got to be careful with it. I'll replay it again. See if we can't get a different wind. And replay hole. I know, lady. I talk a lot, right? All right, now here's the one. It's a tough one. You're not going to use a light glide ride. I mean, you could, but options. I'm going to go with a roll halo. I don't know if it's the right choice. I don't know. Is it okay? Yeah, that's okay. You don't want to be behind that rock. Now, if I would have gone with the lesser roll disc, I would have really had to crank it out to the right. And probably both would have worked, yeah? So, I mean, like, there's 1,000 ways to get there. But that basic starting point may be of benefit to you. If you're watching Oak Hill, you're probably fairly new to the game, and I get it. Here, all right, I have a water skip. I use a sticky or a roll. Water skip, roll, ride would be fine. That little thing hanging down, boom, I go just under the hill, and then I go something like that, and that will skip on up and stop. That does not work in every wind. You have to be careful and know your disc because it's pretty easy to go left and be in trouble. Give it another whirl. I have 3 water skip discs for holes just like this because I'm a geek. Anyway, my bag is meticulously tailored. We got the same wind. I cannot restart. Wanted to. Boom, 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 boom. Should be the same result, right? Looking like I know what I'm doing. I'd like to get a different wind to show you troubles and things, but that's the basic successful way to go. What do we got? I mean, there's not much to boom, 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 boom. No, I didn't. I did not put as much flippy flip on it, but I was safe. I'll give it one more time, and if we don't get a better wind, then you're just going to have to learn it on your own. But, I mean, something like that'll get... You can lay up with a 9-speed and learn your throw-in, but if you got a water skip sticky or a water skip roll... Now here, kind of, I'm going to use the same disc, and kind of the same thing. They're tricky winds. That'll get closer to the hill, chipoom, but I'm safe. That seems to be the best disc for the hole for most winds. If you get crazy 3 winds that are pushing, I go to other discs and power down, but let's move on. Here, I like skip sapphire. You're going to get some dead skips. It's not 100%. But I throw a skip sapphire. There's a rock out there that you can hit, but you want to not... Yeah, that's like a boom, okay, and you want to hope you clear that rock, and you do, and you're happy. Okay, that's my number 1 choice. Number 2 choice, I got this gold. Same sort of line, but I'm going to go past the hole and maybe try to curl around. The danger of a line like this with different winds is you're going to be in... See, can we see the hole? We'd be fine. We'd be fine from there. Oops. But I do believe the... I mean, if I go with a bigger disc, I'm kind of in trouble. Maybe I did it right. The one wind kind of makes it easy. It's an easy hole to go too far past the hole. So those are kind of like your options. See that a glide roller kind of goes too far. That's why I like the water skip roller. All right, there you go. There's some options. Skip sapphire is my number 1 option. Unless I've got a headwind. If I've got a headwind, dead skips happen and shit happens. Now here, there's 1,000 ways to do it. 1,000. My go-to in a 1 wind. I take like a glide skip ride. I roll right around the base of this tree, give it a little bit. I didn't get around the tree, so I'm going to clip it. But it'll still bounce halfway up the hill. That's kind of why I do it. Well, that actually wasn't very good. But it's like safety first sort of thing. That's better. If I hit that gap, it's going to climb the hill, and I'm going to be 70 feet away. Obviously, things change with different winds. I see lots of people doing like this with a paradigm, and they kind of go, ooh, and they kind of slide one in. That's very doable too. Obviously, I went too fast and right, but it'll climb the hill. The trick is just to find a disc that's going to climb that hill for you. Different winds certainly make the whole play completely... It's easy to make a guide with how to do it in a 1 wind. Let's give it another flippity flip flip. Oh no! Well, I guess not. So we'll just retire rather than make you go through the whole 9 yards. And that was kill 8. See what we get. All right, we got something in our face like this. You will throw even like this. This is an FD3, and I'll kind of go like boom and let it turn on out. Maybe it wasn't the best. I'm going to hit the rock. It's an option. It's an option. Now, my normal option in this wind is not going to work. So I put too much fade on it. That looks better. Climb up that hill. Tough wind. Nothing's gonna be perfect. Many different options. But yeah, when I'm going, that little rock in the middle chevron is kind of my friend when I'm dealing with headwinds. So these aren't the greatest shots in the world, but that's not the easiest wind in the world. And I'll show you, my basic will not work. My basic's not going to work. It'll clip the other tree. It'll bounce it could bounce halfway up the hill over the rock, but not the right shot. So, you could even go forehand. Same sort of discs. Same aim point. Give it a little more power, and maybe forehand is the way to go. It might hit the rock. So your, I don't know, my standard, if I see this, this is kind of how I feel. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do something like that. That's like, and I didn't full power it, and I guess I'll regret it. But that's how I'm going to be happy to be there in a 3-wind in my face. Heavy mercy, heavy mercy, heavy mercy, bow, choom, choom. Yeah, it's the disc for a headwind. All right, last hole. Some people ace this motherfucker. All right, standard, boom. I got like a sapphire, water skip, and just, it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be fine. I mean, you're really going to be fine. How do you ace it? Good fucking question. Maybe go to that little spot up there, the little light spot, and you're going to have to give it a lot of disc. And is it going to knock it down? No. But if you try to run it, you can end up behind trees and in bad spots. I wouldn't recommend learning how to run that. It's a rare, I mean, sure, learn, but no, it's not a priority in your DGV life. All right, there's episode 3. Thanks for shopping.